What's up, guys? Insane Game Freak here. And I'm here to bring you, I guess, this year's first gaming thoughts video. I did like, what, 2? I think I did 2 of them. Maybe. I don't even fucking know how many gaming thoughts I've done. I've not done enough. That's the whole point. There has not been enough gaming thoughts, so here's the first gaming thoughts of this year. Essentially what this is going to be covering is pretty much the Pokemon and Sonic franchises, but I am going to throw some hints of other stuff in there. For example, I am going to mention Dead or Alive 5 and a little bit of Pokemon Nobunaga's Ambition, even though this main focus isn't on Nobunaga's Ambition. But anyways, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Dead or Alive impressions just to get that out of the way. I am looking forward to Dead or Alive 5. That apparently, I think we've only seen like one video of it, and that was like earlier, like really early this year. We've seen like one gameplay trailer, and it wasn't even to the point where we saw like health bars and shit. All we saw were like the characters fighting in a breakable environment. For those of you that don't know, I am a Dead or Alive fan. I just kind of fell out of the series during the period of time where they decided to focus all the attention of the gaming onto the side games for the nerds who want to fap to Kasumi and Ayane. That shit made me just not give a fuck for a while. Now, Dead or Alive, I'm glad it's getting back to its fighting, the fighting portion of it with, Dead or Alive Dimensions and Dead or Alive 5, which I believe is probably going to come out next year after the Wii U, since the Wii U is probably going to be released like late this year. I don't know if I don't think Dead or Alive 5 is going to be a launch title, but I do know it's going to be released probably next year. And from the gameplay, it looks essentially like classic Dead or Alive. I do hope they add some new features in there, because the last Dead or Alive game I played was 4, and that's been a while. And the gameplay still looks the same. It looks like they're straying away from the style of Dead or Alive. I like the fact that the environments are still breakable. The combos still seem like it's probably a mixture of easy and fun to use. I mean, you couldn't tell because it isn't, as I said, there was nothing on the screen but the fight. And it wasn't like you saw on-hand gaming. It was literally like you were watching. It was kind of like you were watching a movie, kind of in a sense, where it was just like you're watching a fight. It was like you were literally just watching a fight. But I don't have too much to say, mainly because I haven't delved into the Dead or Alive series for so long, and it's been a while since the fucking side games and shit. I don't even remember a lot of the characters' names, which is bad for me personally. I'm going to try to get back into the groove of it as more information about this game is released. But as of right now, my kind of base thoughts behind it. Looking forward to it. Can't wait until the game comes out. And we're going to move on to the meat of the matter, which is the Pokemon and Sonic parts of it. Okay, so the next part we're going to address is the Pokemon Nobunaga's Ambition. I would save this for later, but just like Dead or Alive, I have very little to say on it, so I might as well get it out of the way. No. That's the best way to put it. I'm not getting Nobunaga's Ambition for any of the Pokemon fans that want to know. The reason why is because I have really not cared about any of the Pokemon side games, like at all. Like, I've tried the Mystery Dungeon games. I haven't even beaten any of the Mystery Dungeon games. I just did not care. The Mystery Dungeon games are like a fun side distraction, but me personally, I'm more of the Pokemon main gamer. I am a little tempted to buy Poke Park Wii, because that one looked pretty fun, and apparently since the sequel I think the sequel either just came out or is about to come out. I'm thinking about getting that, but in terms of like because Nobunaga's Ambition has like a very similar style to Mystery Dungeon in terms of like gameplay, which I'm not a huge fan of Mystery Dungeon style of gameplay to begin with. Like, it's essentially what it looks like. It looks like Mystery Dungeon with like a more in-depth story, and honestly, that is not gonna cut it for me personally. I gotta like the gameplay. Not a huge fan of the gameplay, so I'm probably not gonna bother with it. That's just my opinion. I've just not been a fan. I haven't been a fan of any of the Pokemon side games. Like, Mystery Dungeon was meh. I didn't even touch Ranger. Like, Nobunaga, no, I'm good. So, now I'm going to go into the next one, which is the recently announced. When I say recently announced, I mean, as I'm recording this video, I just found out maybe like 10 minutes ago. Apparently, they are making a Pokemon Black and White 2. Now, this is very, very interesting for a few reasons. One, if you've been a Pokemon fan since, Red, Blue, and Yellow, you should know this is the first time they've ever done this. Usually, when they do like 2 main games and like a third game that has like an extra added feature, that's all they do. That's what they did. Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, Black and White 2. And I'm serious, there's 2 separate games. So we got 4 games. Yeah, we got 4 games for the 5th generation, and I don't know why. It also seems like, and apparently this is supposed to coincide with the movie that apparently comes out this year, that features the 3 legendary dogs and the Ice Dragon legendary. And what's really intriguing is that on the covers of Black and White 2, it looks like the Pokemon for each of those games are going to be fusions of the Ice Dragon with said legendary from each game. So like Zekrom, there's a fusion between it and Zekrom, and on the other game there's a fusion of it and Reshiram. And I'm like, are we introducing fusion Pokemon or what the fuck? Also, I don't know if the fucking Unicorn Pokemon is going to be in there. Unicorn Pokemon is like a movie exclusive, which I don't know if it's like 6th gen or 5th gen. This new Pokemon they're introducing. It looks like a fucking unicorn. Apparently that's fire fighting. No, is it fire fighting? I forget what it is. It's something fighting and it doesn't make any sense. It's like I had to double check. No, it's like water fighting. That's what it is. It's water fighting. And it's very intriguing. Like, I'm very interested in... The Pokemon looks kind of dopey, but it's a fucking horse of all things. Don't really understand that, but like, the games themselves are intriguing me because you have a sequel. Usually they're going to do a 3rd version of a game. Is it actually going to be a 3rd version of the game? Like, is it going to still be Black and White, but just with these legendaries and a few extra added events? Or is it a new game... Or is it like they're expanding upon Black and White, like, more than they should? Like, I don't know what to call this. Like, is this going to be Gen 5, 5.5 or what? Because it's like, they've never done a sequel. And why didn't they just call it Pokemon Gray? Or was it just too much to put in one game? I mean, was it just too much to put like 3 or 4 new legendaries in one game? Which I could totally see them doing this if that's the case, because... I mean, for God's sakes, they made a Zekrom and Reshiram movie for just the sake for Ash riding both fucking dragons. And that wasn't really fucking necessary, was it? But we saw what happened there. So, since the game's just been announced, we don't know anything about it except for the fact that it's correlating with the movie. And we have 2 new forms of the Ice Dragon that's apparently some type of fusion, I don't know what the fuck, or just new forms. I'm thinking fusion. And if that's the case, are we going to introduce fusion gaming? Are we going to introduce fusion within the next gen or something? And if this unicorn Pokemon's even next gen or not. I'm just, there's a lot of things, speculation going around. And I forgot to throw out some of my thoughts. What I would like it to be is I would like it to be like an actual sequel. Like, instead of like introducing like 8 new gyms. 8 new gyms, an extension of the plotline we already have, like with the whole N thing. Which, a lot of people would be like, well, they beat the shit with N and how you pronounce his name? Gatis, I believe, or Heatis. Like, they've already expended all of that, so it's not like maybe they could have a correlation with it. Like, maybe there's a secondary faction within Team Plasma that has like another ulterior motive or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna do 2 new games, I'm hoping it's not like Pokemon Gray that just had too many fucking legendaries, so they split it into 2 games. We don't know because there's no information on the game. I'm hoping it's an extension of the plot line, and I'm hoping we get 8 new gym leaders because that would be pretty interesting. Because that means, I don't know, like this. I mean, it's the first time they've done a sequel to a Pokemon region, so it's very interesting. I look forward to see what they do. I mean, that's all honesty. I legitimately am looking forward to what they're going to do with this. God, I hope they don't do a cheap route with it and just make it Pokemon Gray, because then it's gonna piss fans off and being like, why didn't you just call it Gray Part 1 or Gray A, Gray B? Like, just don't let it be like an extension of the original Black and White storyline. Like, maybe you get to control different characters. Like, you know, they have a lot of things they can throw into the Pokemon franchise with this, since they have a groundbreaking setup here. A groundbreaking where this is a sequel. Maybe you do something different. Maybe you have us play as 3 different characters at different points in times and have the game kind of autoplay itself on certain points. Like, maybe you start the game off as your main character, but like midway through you play as Bianca. Maybe that could be it. Maybe for one side, maybe for like Black 2, you play as Bianca, you play through Bianca's storyline, and through like White 2, you play through Charon's storyline. Like, or something like that. Or maybe just make it an extension. I don't know. You know, I just want them to do, like, if you've made this groundbreaking by having it be a sequel, a direct sequel. So don't just dick around with it. Don't just, like, I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas. Speculation will start. I bet by the time I upload this video, there'll be a whole bunch of shit released, and some of this might be outdated, but it'll be interesting to see if any of my predictions were right. But yeah, Black and White 2. I am very excited about that one. But the one I am very, very excited about, because I've been playing the trailer for like 3 days now. Like, just been replaying that trailer because I love the track they use, and I'm so excited for it. It's Sonic 4 Episode 2. My God, that trailer had me rolling. Especially that fucking music track. I swear to God. Okay, this might be the longest part of the video. I don't know, but this is just go through the thoughts. Okay, so I saw some screenshots and I saw the trailer. The trailer looked fucking awesome. There's a few things I want to talk about specifically in the trailer, and then there are a few things I saw in pictures. The first thing I want to mention in terms of pictures is apparently the red rings are going to be in Sonic 4 Episode 2. If you don't know what the red rings are, if you played Sonic Colors and Generations, if you play those 2 games, you know what red rings are. My question is, what is the unlockable? And here's about 3 speculations. I don't know if we're gonna get Super Tails in this game, because it looks like you will be able to play as Tails from the gameplay and the trailer. I mean, yeah, from the trailer and the pictures, you get to play as Tails. So I don't know if this is gonna mean we might get a Super Tails. Maybe the unlockable is you can play as Metal Sonic in stages. Maybe another unlockable. Maybe the unlockable is playing as Knuckles. Maybe Knuckles is like an extra in the game. That would have been fun as hell too. You know, we don't know what it is, but I am looking forward to it. That's the first thing. The second thing was in the trailer. As I mentioned, it looks like we're going to be able to play as Tails. The reason why I say that is because there are certain points in the trailer where Tails is in front of Sonic, as if you were controlling him. And you're even doing the homing attack with Tails, which confuses me because I don't think Tails had the homing attack, which intrigues me like hell. At least I think it was doing the homing attack. I mean, the music in the fucking trailer was so epic and shit, I've kind of lost my mind, but I think he may have the homing attack. And yeah, I know from the way it looks like, you do get to play with him, so I'm looking forward to that. The main thing about this game we need to really discuss is the originality factor and the physics. Because I remember hearing that they said they weren't going to change the physics for Sonic Episode 2. They're going to use the same type of physics, they're just going to choke the shit out of it. And it looks like that's what they did, because it looks like the same physics. It looks exactly like the same physics. But I can't really tell how much has changed, because a lot of the screenshots was him either running already fast or him hitting springs or hitting dash pads and shit. The only thing I think it has improved though, because I have seen him curl into a ball and he actually goes somewhere, like, it looks like the physics have been improved, have at least been improved. By how much, we just don't know. Also, I noticed apparently they're going to have Tails and Sonic have this new combo move that you see like 3 times, where they like, I guess, grab each other's legs and feet and spin into like this yellow-blue ball, which is cool as shit to me personally, because it's like, I don't know. It's like we haven't had like a Sonic and Tails combo attack even throughout the old games. So I'm looking forward to that personally. In terms of the diversity in levels, you can't really tell because the damn trailer was all over the place. All we know is we're gonna have some type of roller coaster theme level, a snow level, a fucking looks like a jungle level, I think. Like, and I saw in the fucking comment section they even had that shit from Sonic and what was it, Sonic 3 Complete. Those little things we get to spin dash on like the balls in the middle of the ground, and it opens up a thing. They also had like this cool gimmick section where like this fucking, I don't know if it was like a rock wave or something going like in and out of the background, and you had to have Tails fly you up and shit, which is cool because that means Tails is gonna be used. I saw that twice. It was there, and then there's a water section where it happens, and I was like, okay. And so Tails is gonna be way more active in this game than Tails has been in a lot of other games. So I am looking forward to seeing how that plays out. They've also, I heard some of the achievement list was unlocked. I didn't look at the achievement list. I do know that one of the achievements is playing with Tails 50 times, so I think that just automatically confirmed that Tails is a playable character, period. I didn't see Eggman at all. I didn't see Eggman at all in this trailer, which makes me wonder, is he even a boss, or are they just going to have Metal Sonic do everything? Like, is it just going to be us fighting Metal Sonic? Also, it looks like Metal Sonic is a dick because there's like a screenshot where he's stealing the tornado. He's stealing Tails' ship. And I was like, no, you bastard. Like, that's just kind of a small thing. But I was just like, you gonna get his ass with that. Like, you took Tails' ship. You fucker. You fucker. So, I'm looking forward to that. And that should be pretty interesting. In terms of plot-wise, we don't know any of the bosses. I don't think they showed any boss except for Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic looks really similar to Stardust Speedway. Not sure if that's the entire boss fight or if that's just one of the boss fights. We don't even know which boss fight that is. I doubt that's the final boss fight because they wouldn't show that right off the bat. They never showed the final boss fight in trailers. So that may be the first Metal Sonic boss fight we have. I'm not totally sure. I'm trying to think of what else in the trailers I noticed that I thought was interesting. I'm looking forward to the game. Like, in all seriousness, like, it looks really good. Now, I bought Episode 1 on the Wii, and I know Episode 2 I don't think is going to be on the Wii, so I'm probably just going to rebuy Episode 1 on the PlayStation 1. And they're probably going to have some type of bundle with those two, so I can just buy both of them at once on PS3. PSN, my bad. It also looks like we're going to have multi-hit enemies. I've noticed that. Because I saw one of those enemies was multi-hit. Mind you, I don't know if that was a boss. It was like in the snow level. It looked like this giant robot thing. And it was like walking around like this and shit. I don't know if that is a boss or if that is a multi-hit enemy. I'm thinking it's a boss. It might be a boss, but I think it might just be a multi-hit enemy. So that's a kind of a thing there. I'm just trying. I think that was all the main stuff I saw in that trailer that I was looking forward to. That caught my eye anyway. The music still sounds boss as shit, and the level designs look pretty interesting. The only thing that kind of sucks is because we haven't seen any of the trailers, we don't know about the whole multi-paths thing, because I know that's been an issue with some Sonic fans. Some Sonic fans aren't a fan of the fact that it's just so damn linear. Some people wanting it to be like multi-pathways. Which you can't really tell in the trailer. Also, the fact that a lot of people... I'm going to say this, Episode 2 looks like it's going to be better than Episode 1 in almost every damn way. Every damn way. Like, I don't see anything in that trailer that makes me think, oh, Sonic 1 is probably a better game than this. Because the levels look different. We haven't had when's the last time we had a snow level? Like a legit snow level. We haven't had a snow level in Sonic in so long. So that's going to be fun as hell. We have underwater sections in this game that actually looks like an underwater section because it looks like they're like Tails. And I like the fact that Tails is holding Sonic in the underwater section too. Instead of just having Sonic like try to swim, quote unquote, and having him do the running stuff underwater, they're actually using Tails, utilizing Tails to do something in the water, like fly him underwater, which is cool in itself. Even though there probably will be an animated short, like someone's gonna probably make it like a flash animation, fucking with Tails in that one. But you know, it looks interesting. I'm intrigued. I am excited. I think that game comes out in spring this year, which probably means it comes out right like 2 months, 2 or 3 months. Like either it comes out in April or May. Those are the two guesses for me. I'm thinking April. It comes out next month. That'd be tripping. But all in all, I'm looking forward to that, and that's really the main games I wanted to talk about, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, no, what is wrong with me?" I didn't talk about Kazuko Muso updated thoughts, even though the Japanese version comes out in like a week, and I doubt this video might be released either before that, but I don't know. There's a few things I do want to talk about Kazuko Muso. Not much, because the game looks awesome. There's maybe like 2 things that are bugging me with Kazuko Muso I want to discuss real quick. The first thing, there doesn't seem to be any blood or like damage on the characters in any of the game. Like, I have yet to see Luffy bleed. I have yet to see scars on Luffy, honestly. Like, because they've released the trailers for CP9 and Marineford, and he still doesn't look like, they even showed some of the fucking Luffy fight, and he looks fine. Like, he fell on the ground, like he got hit with the Ryugogon, but like he wasn't bleeding. There was no scratches. His shirt didn't even look ripped up, honestly. That's the one thing that's bothering me. There's like no battle damage on the characters, and I'm hoping that is just something for the trailers. I hope they put battle damage on the characters, because it's kind of hard to take certain scenes seriously when Luffy looks perfectly fine. Like, you see Luffy struggling to get up, and he has no scratches on him. That is a certain amount of realism that ticks me off, because as a fan of the anime, it's like, why would he not have bruises or scratches or be bleeding at all? The other thing is something they do in the Dragon Ball Z games, and I kind of don't like it there, but at least it's not as offensive in this game. They change scenes for certain things. Like, the only main one I've noticed is the fucking Luffy versus Usopp fight is in a completely different place, and on top of it being in a different place, it doesn't even look like it was a night scene. Like Usopp has his little speech over there, kind of as Luffy's on the ground and like Luffy's coming to kill Usopp. He has his speech and he flashbacks to their fight, and he looks perfectly fine. Luffy looks perfectly fine, and the area they're in looks weird. Like, the entire thing looked really weird. Also, that probably implies to me that the Luffy Usopp fight is probably not gonna be like an actual. Well, I don't know if it's actually gonna be a fight. I don't know. Like, if it's gonna be a playable part of the game, because it isn't like you can throw enemies in that one. I mean, this is a Dynasty Warriors kind of game. You can't throw enemies in a Usopp versus Luffy fight. I don't know how many other fights they're gonna do and how many fights they're gonna skip. And if they made Usopp a boss fight, that'd be ridiculous. I actually wouldn't mind seeing a reimagined boss fight with Usopp. It'd just be weird because it's Usopp for all. It's not like Usopp really feels like a boss. That's the thing about Usopp. So they're probably gonna skip certain parts. Oh, and the other thing, and this is me nitpicky, but this just bugs the shit out of me. What is up with like the random switches in outfits? And I do know recently they just announced that they're gonna do DLC costumes. Like, they've already released they've already talked about one for Luffy and Nami in their old school Japanese costumes, which is based obviously off a color page in the manga, which now makes me think that they've now took all their outfits and made them DLC. Because Zoro is wearing his CP9 outfit in like the beginning of the damn story. Usopp's wearing his post NS Lobby outfit at the beginning of the damn story. Nami's wearing an outfit that doesn't even fucking exist in the damn story. Like, she's never worn that outfit. Like, the outfit she wears in CP9 doesn't make sense. Like, I don't understand why they changed the outfits for certain characters. Like, Chopper isn't wearing his red jacket. Fucking Sanji's looks fine. Robin's looks fine. Mind you, I don't like her fucking CP9 outfit. That's just me personally. I never have liked Robin's CP9 outfit. I hope they have her Strong Row outfit as a as a DLC because I would love to play that. That's just me personally. That's my own personal bias. But I don't know why they changed the outfits for certain characters. Like Zero's in a weird outfit, Usopp's in a weird outfit, Nami's in a weird outfit, Chopper's not wearing his red jacket for CP9. Like I don't understand why you fucking changed the outfits. It seems like such a dumb thing to fuck with. I know we got the announcement for Whitebeard, Ace, and Hancock. Saw the gameplay for all those. I'm looking forward to that. That shit looked beast. Ace is so cool. I actually kind of do mean that as a serious statement, not me trolling Jay. But oh god. But that fucking battle damage thing irks the shit out of me. The battle damage shit, the reimagining of, like, not reimagining, but like the random relocation of certain scenes and the random outfit changes, that just bugs the shit out of me. Like, and what kills me is not like their original outfits are so hard to damn program. It's not like you couldn't put Nami in her classic outfit. Or is it just because Nami's outfit changes in life? After, what is it? When does her outfit like really start changing? Her outfit really starts changing around Alabasta. And maybe that's what it was, but that still seems kind of dumb. It's not like you couldn't have added that in. Also, the boss fights look really epic. Like Crocodile, we just saw a glimpse of Crocodiles recently. That one looks epic. The Buggy fight looks fucking epic. And we all know that fight wasn't epic in the anime. That fight was pretty basic with a flashback and a fucking bazooka to the fucking midget body. That is what that was. So I like that whole situation. But other than that, that's really my thoughts on Kazuko Muso. Other than that, the game looks fine. But the battle damage thing is really fucking annoying. Especially for certain scenes that are, like, dangerous. Like I'm gonna be kind of annoyed through that whole fucking Marineford shit if Luffy looks perfectly fine. Because I'm gonna be like, you guys ass whooped like that entire arc. So for him to just be perfectly fine would just buck the shit out of me. But anyways, that's essentially all my gaming thoughts. Yeah. Sonic 4 Episode 2. Looking forward to it. Really intrigued about Pokemon Black and White 2. Dead or Alive 5. Yay. Pokemon Nobunaga's Ambition. Fuck that. One Piece Kazuko Muso. Looking forward to that. Also, I heard we did get to see that there's a US patent for the title. Localization. NIS. Help your boy out. Give us a US release, damn it. I want it. Need it. No. Anyways. Those are my thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. This has been the Insane Game Freak. Life's a game, play to win, and I catch you guys later.